Good morning, everyone. Yesterday we were discussing about the Borean reductions. So we will see what are Borean reductions. Yesterday I have just given two problems on this. The reduction of alkene or alkylation of boron, it depends on the stereochemistry around the carbon which is attached to boron. For example, if we reduce this alkene with diborane, it is possible to reduce to add two alkyl groups. It is possible to add two alkyl groups on the borane, right? Whereas this is called thiamyl borane. Whereas when we reduce tetrasubstituted alkane with the borane, it is only possible to reduce only one alkene. So that means how many alkenes can be reduced, or how many alkyl groups can be attached to boron. It depends on the carbon which is going to add, which is attached on the boron. Okay, if it is less sterically crowded, we can add three alkyl groups. If it is more sterically crowded, we can add two alkyl groups. If it is even higher, that means if it is a tri-substituted carbon, here it is disubstituted carbon. If we have monosubstituted carbon, we can add three alkyl groups. It is a disubstituted carbon, so we can add two alkyl groups. It is a tri-substituted carbon, so we can add only one alkyl group to the boron. So it depends on the stereochemistry, sterical crowding around the alkene. I will also give some of the examples of boron reagents. Then we will see uh, the exploration of alkyl boranes. So I think we have written this yesterday, right? Okay. When we reduce alpha pinene, what is alpha pinene? If we have a group like this is what is called alpha pinene. Okay, when we reduce alpha pinene with borane, this double bond, it is a disubstituted double bond, so we can add two such alkyl groups, right? So in this case, a alpha pinene, two such alpha pinene molecules will add to the, say for example, since it is the bridge group is above the plane, then boron will approach this alkene from below the plane. So boron is approaching, that means hydrate transfer takes place from below the plane, so this methyl group will be above the plane. Then we will have boron. As I said, since it is a disubstituted carbon, we can add two such alkyl groups, or we can reduce two such alkenes, so it will give dialkyl borane. So in this case, it is diisopynocamphenyl borane. So in short, it is called the nomenclature is diisopynocamphenyl borane. And beauty of this reagent is that because of these sterical crowdings, it is an optically active compound. So it is used for the stereochemical reduction of alkenes. So this is again a reagent. Okay, so this is again a reagent which is used for the reduction of alkenes. Similarly, when we reduce cyclooctadiene, this is 1 comma 5, 1 2 3 4 5, yes, 1 comma 5 cyclooctadiene. When we reduce 1 comma 5 cyclooctadiene with the borane, because the double bond is disubstituted, we can add two such groups. But here what will happen is the reaction is an intramolecular reaction. It is an intramolecular reaction. So one borane will add to this double bond, so it generates like this. Then this borane intramolecularly will also reduce this double bond, so it gives a symmetrical borane. So it is, this is called 9BBN. 9BBN. The nomenclature is 9 bora, because there are two cycles, bicyclo, and one side we have 1 2 3 carbons, other side we have 1 2 3 carbons, and here we have one atom here, so it is called 3 comma 3 comma 1. So it is 9 bora bicyclo 331 nonane, because there are 9 such atoms, 8 atoms in the cyclic ring and boron, so it is nonane. So this is called 9BBN. 9BBN can also be represented in two different forms. When you look at the ring size, 1 2 3 4 5 6, so other side also it is a 6-membered ring. We can represent 6-membered rings in chair conformation. So this is one chair, and this is going to be the other chair. So we can represent this in this chair form, or else we can also simply represent it like this. So these are different ways of representing 9BBN. So 9BBN is again a reducing agent. It is a borane reducing agent. So it can transfer one hydride atom. It can transfer one hydrogen for the alkene. Similarly, we also have catechol borane. What is catechol? Catechol is 1 comma 2 dihydroxybenzene or orthohydroxyphenol. Sorry, if you have this atom attached to boron, it is called catechol borane. Catechol borane is more reactive compared to other boron reagents because the boron is attached to more electron donating oxygen atoms. Whereas in other boranes, the boron is attached to only plus I groups, that means alkyl groups, but here it is attached to plus M group, so it is a more electron releasing group. We also have chiral boron catalyst. We also have chiral boron catalyst. This compound, it is a chiral molecule, so it reduces the double bonds asymmetrically. Okay, so this is a chiral reducing chiral boron molecule. It is 2, 5 oxazoborolidine. It is called CBS reagent. CBS reagent. What is CBS? CBS means Kore, Bakshi, Shibata reagent. 2,5-oxaborolidine, it is called CBS reagent. CBS means 3 scientists, Kore, Bakshi, Shibata reagent. Similarly, we also have 2 more chiral boron reducing agents. One is based on alpha pinene. Just give me a minute. Sorry. So we have two more chiral boron reducing agents. One is based on alpha pinene. So it is twice BCl. It is called IPC twice boron chloride, or this is also called as DIP chloride, diisopynyl camphenyl boron chloride, DIP chloride. And similarly, we have a hybrid of this, one alpha pinene and one 9-BBN, a mixture of alpha pinene and 9-BBN. So this is IPC 9-BBN. Here we don't have hydrogen and boron. Here also we don't have hydrogen and boron. So here what will happen, we will be adding additional hydrogen sources. Okay, so these will coordinate to the double bond asymmetrically so that they will create chiral environment around the double bond. Then hydrogen will come and will reduce the double bond asymmetrically. Okay. Please take a snapshot if you haven't completed this. So far we have learned different boron reducing agents. Now we will see how these boron reducing agents after reduction alkenes, so they will form boroalkanes, right? How we can explore alkyl boranes. So now we will see what is the next step in boron reductions. When alkene is reduced with boron, first it generates an alkyl boron. For example, if it is a trialkyl boron, then how do we explore this further? Okay, this is not the end product, right? With boron, we are not going to do anything. So we must convert this into a meaningful product. How do we explore this alkyl boron? The first one is addition of some acid. So when we add acetic acid, what happens? This alkyl boron will be converted to alkane plus borate ester. So alkyl boron will be converted to alkanes by the addition of acetic acid. Alkyl borans can be converted to alkanes by the addition of acetic acid. We can also convert these alkyl boranes into alcohols. So this is boric acid, right? We can also convert alkyl boranes into alcohols by treating alkyl borane with hydrogen peroxide in presence of sodium hydroxide. When we oxidize this alkyl borane with hydrogen peroxide and sodium hydroxide, so this will convert alkenes into alcohols. I'll give the mechanism for this. When we add hydrogen peroxide and sodium hydroxide is a strong base, so it will pick up a proton from hydrogen peroxide, so it generates a peroxide anion. So this peroxide anion now will add to boron. The peroxide anion will attack on boron. So we have trialkyl borane. Now the peroxide anion is added to boron. So what we will generate an anion on the boron. Then alkyl shift takes place from the boron to peroxide oxygen, so that this OH will be leaving. So OH minus will be leaving. So this alkyl shift, the shift is along with the bond pair of electrons. So it is R minus. R minus will shift to peroxide oxygen, so that OH minus will be leaving. So this is this alkyl borane is now rearranged as OR, right? So OH minus will be leaving. Now this remaining two alkyl groups also, as I said earlier, how many alkyl groups can be migrated, alkyl shifts can be migrated, it depends on the spherical crowding around the carbon attached to the boron. Okay, it's a similar fashion. If it is monosubstituted alkyl, all three alkyl groups can be converted to borate esters. All three alkyl groups can be converted to this is borate ester. If it is disubstituted carbon, only two carbons, two alkyl groups can be converted to borate ester. One will remain as such. If it is a tertiary carbon, only one carbon. Sometimes we need very high temperatures to shift a tertiary carbon. Okay, so primary one mono substituted carbon can be easily migrated, whereas secondary carbon it takes little more energy for alkyl shift. Tertiary carbons we need extreme high temperatures to shift them. Okay, right. So think that it is a mono substituted carbon, so all alkyl groups will undergo migration to the peroxide ion, so it generates a borate ester. So this borate ester upon hydrolysis, that means when we add water, so H will add to oxygen, OH will add to boron. So OH, when we add water to borate ester, OH will add to boron, H will add to oxygen. So it generates alcohol and boronic acid, boric acid. So when we look at the overall reaction, so the overall reaction is, one is addition of boron, and second one is addition of sodium hydroxide and hydrogen peroxide. The product will be, it should be according to anti-Marconi Castile, right? So boron will add to less substituted carbon, and the product will be trans. The product must be trans, and it is according to anti-Marconi rule. Anti-Marconi rule. A boron addition is a syn addition. Boron diboron addition is a syn addition, so it will follow anti-Marconi rule when we do boron reduction and oxidation. When we look at the mechanism how the boron adds to it is, for example, if methyl is above the plane, then diboron will add from below the plane, and it is a syn addition, right? The addition is syn addition. Syn means from same side. It is a syn addition. So it is methyl. Then we will have boron, and also we have hydrogen here. So it is a syn addition. So after that it will be oxidized to alcohol. So boron will approach this double bond from less sterically crowded place. At the same time, boron adds to less substituted carbon. When we reduce this molecule with diboron, because there are 3 double bonds in the molecule itself, so alkylation takes place 3 times. It generates a boron here, it generates such a boron here. Then when we do oxidation with sodium hydroxide and hydrogen peroxide followed by Jones oxidation, you write the product. Okay, so I also suggest you to, after writing the products, you post it in the group, okay, so that I will also do corrections if some of you are doing any mistakes. So sodium hydroxide oxidation will give alcohols, so 3 alcohols, and Jones oxidation will convert alcohol into carbonate.